the Dawn here, back with another Divine Masculine Collective message. Hope everybody's doing fabulous out there today. Shout out to all of my new and existing subscribers. You guys freaking rock. I love each and every one of you guys, and thank you guys so much for all the love and support you show me here on my channel. So the energies, man, oh man, oh man, oh man. The collective energies in general, not just the masculines, but the collective energies are just off the charts right now. Like, I'm just the collective energies are making me feel bipolar because I feel them so strongly. So I find myself feeling like mood swings throughout the day, and I'm like, what the hell? So it's been interesting to say the least. But I do feel like there's a lot of big changes that are happening, a lot of cycles wrapping up, and new cycles beginning. One thing that really has struck me today is about time and cherishing the people that you love, and realizing that, you know, we really only have a short time with people, and we never know when that time is up. My cousin lost an in-law of hers today, or actually, well, yeah, today at like 2 o'clock this morning. This girl was only in her 30s, and as far as everyone knew, she was perfectly healthy. So they're still waiting to find out what happened. But you just, I mean, you don't know. And so make sure that the people that you love know that you love them, and spend as much time with your loved ones as possible. So that's kind of a feeling and energy that is kind of in the air, because actually that wasn't the only. I was also talking to a friend, and they recently lost a close friend of theirs. And so just hold each other tight, and know that, you know, you don't get time back, and to make every minute count. So all that being said, let's see what's going on with the Divine Masculines. Like I said, the energies have been up and down. Like, 1 minute, you know, I'm feeling all this energy of like possibilities and newness and just this joy and this happiness, and then the next minute it's very like sad and hurtful and contemplative. I mean, contemplative's not bad, but it feels like a lot of regret and sadness. So just extreme lows, and it's all just throughout the day. It's not like one day it's high and the next day it's low. It's just like throughout the day, it's just been really. Yesterday felt like this too. Very wavy. So anyways, all right, Divine Masculines. What is going on for the Divine Masculine collective? I have also been picking up on a lot of changes internally for the Divine Masculines. I feel like there's a lot that is like coming to surface and being revealed and healed. So yeah, let's see what we got here. I realized the other day I noticed that my dice looked dirty, and I was like, why, how are my dice dirty? And then I realized I blow sage smoke into the container um, multiple times a day, and it's not just the smoke that goes in there. A lot of times it's the ash. So my dice are all sage, ashy. Yeah, the other day I was like, why does my dice look dirty? Then I realized, duh. Okay, so divine masculines. It looks like they are getting unstuck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, they're getting unstuck. They're making a decision to basically just drop what everybody else is thinking. Like, they're done listening to outside sources. I feel like they're working on going within, or they have been going within. Um, yeah, I don't see the Four of Swords, but so maybe they have gone within, and that's what's brought them to this realization. Um, but I feel like they're really done listening to what other people are saying or thinking, or any input into their lives. You know, if somebody has an opinion on their life, then they're just out. You know, they're just like, no. So we also have, that's the Hangman in reverse. Then we have the Hermit. I mean, not, yeah, the Hermit and Death. So I feel like, yeah, they have already went within and come to this realization. The Hermit says that, actually. But they've got a new, I'm hearing a new lease on life. It's like they've realized their purpose, or they've had this epiphany, and it's causing major changes for them. It's ending cycles, which we've got the Wheel of Fortune back here facing me. So this is putting an end to cycles, and it's bringing wish fulfillment, because we've got the star over here on the end. Yeah, I feel like that we've got the Three of Pentacles here in the middle, and I feel like that is it's the purpose, the path that they're on now has something to do with a very grounded commitment. And okay, now I'm seeing like soul contract. This is, well, duh. Okay, Twinflame, divine masculine. But yeah, okay, so this is the realization. Sometimes it takes me a minute to to put the pieces together, okay? So this is their realization of like that twin flame contract, or that divine connection, at least for sure with themselves. That it may not be yet that they actually full on know, you know, the twin terminology or what a twin is or anything about a twin, but they're starting to, or they have realized more of their higher purpose, like their divine connection, and more about their soul contract. So it's like it's a death of their old life, their old way of being. Let's see, we've got they're still holding on to something from the past here. Well, this could be them holding on to like I'm gonna come back to that one because I'm getting multiple things, but it's not making sense. So, so yeah, over here we've got the Hierophant, and then we've got the or not the Ace, the Knight of Cups in reverse, the Two of Wands in reverse, and then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and the Eight of Cups and the Four of Wands. So I feel like this is recognition of why they walked away from, like, what has kept them from the divine feminine. And it's the realization that they didn't choose love, and due to the fact that they didn't have self-love, so they walked away from the connection. um, so I feel like this maybe is part of that realization over here, because we got the Queen of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, and Judgment. I feel like they're holding on to something that happened in the past, and maybe something that the divine feminine did, but it could also be any other relationship that they had. This could also be back to what I've talked about in a couple of different videos, about like issues with the mother figure. Yeah, I feel like this is with the mother figure, because I feel like that has to do with this lack of self-love here, and the lack of being able to give love. They don't feel worthy of love, or they haven't felt worthy of love. This is definitely a need to get rid of this, and this hopefully is part of this death. Hopefully this is part of this ending of this cycle, which I totally feel like it is. Because I feel like with the Judgment here, it's like their angels, their guides, their higher self has come in and shown them that they are worthy of love. That they are just worthy in general, but worthy of love. And then over here we've got, yeah, they're getting out of abandonment issues. And they're realizing that, like it's like a taking control, and realizing that they have choices. They know how to get themselves in a better spot, because I feel like the abandonment issues, again, that comes from childhood, maybe from the mother, and so they're realizing whatever that they didn't get from the mother, that they can now give to themselves. They can now provide for themselves. So they're tapping into their divine feminine within themselves. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They could realize too that they haven't put in a lot of work, when it, like the internal work, when it comes to a stable foundation. Like, and then we've got, okay, because I don't know if did I say the King of Pentacles in reverse and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse? If not, that's what I'm talking about. And so then we also have the King of Swords back here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I feel like they're realizing like why relationships haven't worked out. They are realizing they have not put in the internal work to be like that all around stable partner. You know, maybe they always physically worked, but they really didn't give, like, emotionally, or, you know, maybe didn't give a lot of their time or something like that. So it wasn't a rounded out situation. They were pretty cold and detached with the King of Swords here, which I feel like they're realizing is why they keep getting left out in the cold, or why they keep feeling like they get left out in the cold. So this is coming to a conclusion and a realization about how this mother figure, like, affected what's going on with them right now. And So I feel like this tower in reverse, this is like the shaking off of old beliefs, because I'm seeing like, I guess it would kind of be like Legos, but maybe a little bit bigger than Legos, but like a small size castle or tower, and it's got real little people in it, but a bigger person like a giant is just picking the castle up and turning it upside down and shaking all the people out. So and I'm feeling like that is like old belief systems, thoughts, and the way they do things, emotions, how they felt about things. It's like all those people that are coming out of this tower as it's being shaken out. That's really limiting thoughts, feelings, and beliefs that no longer serve them. So I really feel like, when they went within in this hermit, they really, really did some deep stuff. They may have been going through a dark night of the soul. And then, so over here, we've got, what do we got over here? Yeah, they could also be, hold on. They could be realizing too here, because we've got the High Priestess, the Page of Wands in reverse, and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. They could be realizing, their intuition could be telling them, their connection with the Divine Feminine could be telling them that if they don't communicate, okay, hold on, let me just read all of these here, and then that may help explain this whole thing. Okay, so we've got the High Priestess, the Page of Wands in reverse, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, the Six of Wands in reverse, the King of the King of Cups in reverse, the Queen of Wands in the upright, the Four of Cups in the upright, the Eight of Wands in the upright, and the Ace of Wands in the upright. Okay, all of that. So I feel like this is the Divine Masculine realizing that they have given too little towards the Divine Feminine, and that they are going to lose out on an opportunity with the Divine Feminine if they don't communicate like quick, because it's the Eight of Wands, and make some kind of offer, some kind of forward movement in the relationship. Their intuition, like they're starting to feel that disconnect. And actually, I feel like they've felt the disconnect for a while, but because of all of these new realizations, and they realize, things are clear to them now. They're realizing how these old, issues from their childhood has affected the relationships that they've had, since then, and how things got, all twisted when it come to the relationship with the Divine Feminine, which in turn has led to probably even more twisted relationships. So, anyway, let's get into the cards, shall we? And I didn't show it, but it actually just now occurred to me that I seen the Wheel of Fortune and the Seven of Swords on that split. And so there's still the Seven of Swords right there. But, so what I was getting from that was really getting over and escaping the past. This, like I said, this is really starting a new life, a new persona, a new what you show to the world. But it's gonna be not another mask, not another costume. This is going to, they're gonna be wearing their soul. They're gonna be wearing their heart and soul, you know? So it's gonna be very authentic, but it is gonna be an entirely new uh, face that they're showing to the world. But it's gonna be the true and authentic face. And it's gonna bring in wish fulfillment. It's gonna bring in wishes come true. Page of Cups. So they could be coming in with an apology to the Divine Feminine. They could be wanting to make an apology, offer an apology. The Two of Cups. Yeah. They could be wanting to offer an apology and make an offer. But then we've got the Four of Cups here. And I kind of feel like that is more them being afraid that the Divine Feminine won't accept at this point. So it could be like a case of the nerves. Okay, wow. Okay, that is cool as shit. Because, okay, before I seen this bottom card, I was seeing this King of Swords in the reverse, which back here we had the King of Swords in the upright, where I was saying it was representing like detachment, feeling detached from the situation, like with the Divine Feminine, and not being emotionally connected. Here we've got the King of Swords in reverse, okay? And then also here I was talking about the King of Pentacles in reverse, where the Divine Masculine wasn't giving the emotions and the time and really investing of themselves, and not just like monetarily, but really investing in themselves. So we have the King of Pentacles in reverse. Now we have the King of Pentacles in the upright. And the fact that they both come out at the same time together was just awesome. You can't make this shit up. Whoop, what else just fell out? 1 second. The Eight of Swords. So yeah, they're definitely in their heads about, like, well, probably about everything. Like, now that they've realized, like, the lessons of everything, like, they've really been enlightened here about the situation. Now, again, like I said, a case of the nerves. It's like, they've changed, but will she see the change? They're afraid that they may be a little bit too late, and that maybe the Divine Feminine will not see the change in them. Okay, Justice. Yeah, balancing of the scales. Or they could feel like I feel like it would be a balancing of the scales, like everything's going to come together. But I feel like in this situation, the Divine Masculines could feel like it is deserved. Like, if the Divine Feminine said no and didn't want to have anything to do with them, they would feel like it was justified. But I also feel like the Divine Masculines have become more balanced also. Whoa. Oh, that flew way out. The Sun. So, this is all going to lead to happiness. The Knight of Swords and the Star almost fell out. But this is all going to lead to happiness. I feel like they just got a case of the nerves. Um, because now I'm kind of getting, okay, hold on, I'll give this scenario that just is in my head. Um, it's like before this enlightenment, before this realization, um, I feel like they were like this brooding, like, beast of a man. And of course, it doesn't have to be a man, just the masculine. But this is what I'm seeing. So just go with me here. I see like this big, like, brute of a man, or bear of a man, and just, I don't know, walking around just huffing and puffing. And then after this enlightenment and this realization, I'm seeing like this shy, like, teenager, and just kind of like smiling to themselves and just kind of swaying back and forth and not knowing what to say or what to do. And it's just, I mean, it's super cute, but that's what I feel like is kind of like going on here. The King of Wands, yeah. Okay, so now they are in a really good form here. They're getting stable. They're ready to give of themselves, and in a very passionate, deep, connected way here with the King of Wands. Whoa. Okay. I was just about to count cards to see how many more I needed, and all of a sudden several flew out here. Okay, so we've got the Nine of Cups in reverse. Yeah, they're very much afraid that they're not going to get what they want. And because here is probably a whole other lesson that they still yet need to learn. Like, well, actually, no, this all goes along. This is actually, I feel like, them having to integrate more of this lesson, because with the Nine of Cups, they don't feel like they're going to get what they want. Yeah, they haven't fully integrated this lesson. Got the Ten of Swords in reverse. So this group of divine masculines, they're right there. Like, they're on that teeter-totter. They're on that line of jumping into their happiness and their divinity and all of that. Well, hold on, scratch all that. Because actually, all of these smaller cards, like I always say, well, not always, but like I usually say, all of these four corners don't add up to the center. So this is all kind of like what's been adding up. So they've not felt like they were going to get their wish. They had not fully healed and integrated lessons that needed to be learned, which caused them to walk away, not only from the divine feminine, but from themselves. Wow, we got two walking away cards here. So this could be, some divine masculines may still be releasing karmic issues too, karmic situations, and that could be job, family, relationships, whatever. But some of them could still be leaving karmic relationships. But I also feel like this is them walking away in the past from the divine feminine, which in turn also was turning their back on themselves, and now they don't feel like, or they haven't felt like they could get what they want, or like they deserved what they want. And they may still have some, well, there's a real fear of being left out in the cold again. It's like they're ready to offer what they haven't offered, but they're afraid that it might not work out. But again, too, I'm also seeing that they've now come to being who they, like I said, who they are, they're coming into who they are and ready to give what they haven't before, and there still could be a situation that they need to walk away from before they can offer this Ace of Pentacles, which could be engagement, but most likely it's just like the offer for a fresh start, like a new solid foundation, like let's build something together, like starting a life connection, a life partnership. And we do have the Eight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck here. So they're ready to do the work. They're doing the work. But I do believe that everything's going to work out exactly how it's supposed to. This cycle of all of this lower vibrational stuff for the Divine Masculines, the thoughts, feelings, and beliefs, the way that they were thinking, that's all going away. It's time for that all to end and for new cycles to begin and for them to get their wish. All right, let's get Isis oracles. So yeah, I really feel like the Divine Masculines, and this is, is probably a whole lot of the energy that I've been feeling is this push-pull of these energies, this bipolar, and it's because they're going through all of these deep realizations and having to see them, feel them, and experience them again, and that's when I'm feeling the lows, but then they realize the lessons, they heal and integrate, and then I'm feeling the highs. So I feel like this explains a lot. I used to get annoyed when it would take a long time to get messages from decks. But with this deck, it has taught me patience, because this always gives such appropriate messages, even if it takes a while to get the right one. So we can learn lessons everywhere. A little lesson of patience through my tarot cards. And when it's time, the right one flies out. I'm gonna have to go back and look, but these sure look familiar. I wonder if the Divine Masculines had these same ones the other day. Oh, we got one extra. All right. Let's see what we got. The Lunar Queen. And it says, there is a deep feminine wisdom that recognizes the importance of cycles of rest and replenishment as essential to balance our actions of power and demonstration. You are asked to allow this replenishment for yourself now, trusting that you are in a cycle of creation that is about to shift into a new phase. Release and enjoy the process without having to control or force it. Oh my God. See, you can't make this shit up. That was so appropriate for this reading and what I feel like the energies have been. Oh, ancient power mysteries. The work will guide you to honor the power of your voice, whether through spoken or sung words, or through what you write, speak about, or stand for symbolically. You have a potentially very powerful healing voice, and you are guided to recognize the responsibility that you have for what you proclaim through your voice. I'm pretty sure this either came out for the Divine Masculine the other day, or for, I want to say it was the air sign reading. Yeah, because I remember reading that, because whatever reading it was, it very much went along with the reading, and it was powerful. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. Enter the chamber of healing. A spiritual gift of healing is coming to you now. Be open without expectation or preconceived notions, and allow the healing energy to help you find the best solution for any situation that does not appear to be as it should be. Expect your miracle. Eye of Horus. Eye of Horus brings divine perception, protection, and insight. You are gifted with certain spiritual abilities, including divine sight, that are awakening and growing now. You have much divine support and protection so that you may grow your abilities and serve others with your divine gifts. Trust your perception and know that you are wow, I almost totally inverted that word. Know that you are divinely protected. I was going to say like vidinely or something like that. That was weird. Power over 7 scorpions. Ooh, this is the first time I've read this one. You are being initiated into the magic of conjuring so as to have power to affect lower vibrational forces through your own will and spoken word. You are guided to use this powerful gift with compassion and discernment, with mercy and non-judgment. You can then manage any toxicity in your life swiftly and with great effect. So, from the energies I've been picking up, all of those are on fucking point. Oracle messages. I love you, Isis. I've also been taking the top ones, so let's do that. Mother of Life. When life seems dry, depleted, filled with repetitive tasks, or simply stagnant and stifled, Isis, the Mother of Life, holds the ability to revive even the most numb, resistant, and difficult circumstances in your life. She calls to you now, seeking to bestow gifts of life upon you. Be bold and brave. Open your arms and receive. Wow. Okay, guys, those are super powerful. This is really quite a beautiful message. I feel like, the Divine Masculines are just like transforming like a fucking boss. I might actually label that the title of the video today. Transforming like a boss. So anyways, if you guys did enjoy this video, please hit that like button. It does help get my video circulated, helps my channel, so I greatly appreciate it. Definitely one way you can give back. And if you guys haven't subscribed yet, please do so. That will help you get alerted to when I put out new videos, because sometimes they're a little inconsistent because of all the energies I take in and deal with. So, we all do. But, yeah, anyway. So, share if you know somebody that might want to see these videos or get some kind of, guided insight from them. And if you guys are interested in any of the services that I offer, the readings, the coaching, the healing, all that information is in the description box below. And there is the new reading. It's on special right now. And that information, and it's on special through the end of May. And then those prices will go up. And if you get some kind of guidance, insights, or helpful information through these videos, and you would like to give back by doing an energy exchange donation. Those are always greatly appreciated and accepted. And you can send that to my PayPal. And again, I wanted to put out, somebody sent me one the other night, and I didn't have any way of knowing who it was. There was no email address, and it was like symbols for the name and everything. So thank you to whoever that was. I didn't have a way to send you back a thank you. So I did want to mention that again. I did mention that in a video yesterday. But thank you for the donation that you sent. And I think that's all I have. So I'm sending you all so very much love. And this is Angel of the Dawn saying peace, love, and light out. Until next time.